everyone, and welcome back to BMX News. This is a weekly BMX news show that I do live every Friday, usually at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but this week I had to do it at 11. It's Black Friday. Yesterday was Thanksgiving here in the U.S. So first of all, happy Thanksgiving. Hope anyone who is here in the U.S., or I hope everyone had a good day yesterday, put it that way. Second, thank you for tuning in. There's a bunch of people in the chat because we do this live. They hang out and chat before the stream even starts, like sometimes an hour ahead of time. Stony, old fat guy BMX, he got the first comment this week. Brandon Weaver, Travis Schramm, Kyle McDonald, Andy Ford. The Scene's Not Dead is on his way to Cleveland. Yes. Who else is in here? BMX Rad Dad 420. What's that mean? And yeah, so thank you for tuning in, and we've got a lot of stuff to go over this week. First up, we got a Flatland video. It's called It's Okay Part 1 with Benjamin Hudson. It's from IGI BMX. So if you're into Flatland, get tuned into this one. There's links to this and everything else that I talk about today in the description below in the order that I talk about it. They'll be there right after the stream. There's multiple Flatland things today, which I think is pretty sweet. After that, we got another Flatland video. This one from Naoto Tamaru. Sorry for any mispronunciation there. This one's from We the People and is also Flatland. A lot of Flatland stuff for you guys this week. Next up, we got a video welcoming Ryoto Miyai to Merit. This video is sick. To give you some examples, Rick Pulier, what's up, man? Good to see you in here, and thank you for continuing your membership here on the channel. It's direct supporting the channel. What's up, Augustin? Some of this stuff, I'm trying to find, there's a couple specific clips that are just wild and make no sense. The last clip's nuts, but X-up pedal slide, X-up manual to other X-up pedal feeble. Look at this. Okay, we got to replay this. This is what I was looking for. So X-up manual, straightened it back out at this point, up into a other X-up back pedal feeble, slides off, back to other way X-up ride to quick 180. That's so insane. So this is Ryoto welcoming to the International Merit Team, and this video, I mean, if there's one video you watch this week and you're into street riding, let this be the one. So good. Look at that. Crank arm like Derek Duster ride thingy mabobber. So sick. Next up, we've got the Lux BMX King of BNE Jam. This is a street jam down in Brisbane, Australia. Highlights from that, as well as if you go to BMX Union, there are raw highlights that are a bit longer in there. After that, we've got a video with Trey Jones in Barcelona from Shadow. This one is really fun as well. You know Trey Jones, you know his style, you know that it's going to be creative use of spots, creative spots, and overall, in general, something totally different than what you see on a normal basis. Yo, what's up, Russell Jennings? Just saw your name in there. This is a fun one to watch as well. Definitely enjoyed this one. Next up, the last Flatland video from this week. This one is welcoming, I'm gonna butcher this name, but it's Aude Cassagne. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to say that. But this is a Flatland lady shredder. I think potentially from somewhere else, not besides the US, but just killing it riding Flatland. Like when you think of Flatland, this is the type of stuff that you think of. Absolutely killing it. So check that one out if you're into Flatland. You get 3 Flatland videos this week. How sick is that? Then we get into, we're moving along to the longer videos at this point. This one is 5.5 minutes with Caleb Ruker. We could literally make a compilation of all the times that I butcher people's names Either way, the video is called I'm a Rocker, and Snakebite BMX posted it on their YouTube channel. This is from 2022, and there's so much burly stuff in here. I mean, this clip right here, the gap to pegs on a second stage rail, was the opening clip, if that tells you anything, at least riding wise. There's like two halves to this video: the beginning, where he's kind of exploring and wandering through a cemetery and then showing some of his camper van, and then the riding, of which he kills it. So check that one out. It's street based fully. There's a big sub rail Bubica in there too. Then if you want the go fast action, this is the video for you. It's from Colony with Jaden Fuller, and it's 6 minutes of just going fast in a bowl, flying around multiple different bowls, going high, fast, stylish, all the good stuff that you guys enjoy. So check that one out if that's what you want this week. Then we got a video called Edinburgh to Malaga, and it features all of these people. There's quite a list here, and it is 6.5 minutes long. So it's the Edinburgh, Scotland crew going to Spain for 10 days. Then we've got the Burn Slow Before Dishonor promo. This is their winter promo video. This one features Logan Penberg, Brett Silva, Ethan Dorer, and Julian Ortega. Also Adrian, Joe, Jared, and Matt Nordstrom. This one is almost 9.5 minutes long. So as we get through here, if you want longer videos, these are the ones you're going to want to tune into. And this thumbnail looks great. Sequence photo, made thumbnail. The editing looks fantastic. I just really enjoy this photo. Nice. Next up, we've got a power hour from Fit at a Rancho Penasquitos skate park. He said it in here, and I totally forget how he said it. But this one features Milky, Isan, Cole Volker, and one other guy, Riley. And it's almost 12 minutes of these guys. You get the personality, you get the riding, you get all of it. This is a good watch, and I think that if you're looking for something that is not just 100% riding and has more talking and engagement in it, this would be the one to watch. Then, if you're into 100% riding with not much engagement or talking at all, this is the one for you. Fast and Loose, You're Not Alone. And Fast and Loose, what do you even have to say about them? You know the insanity that is in this video. There is one thing that Corey Walsh does in here that I just didn't understand. Is it in the intro? I didn't get it, right? Is that it? Yeah, okay, so check this out. First of all, you did a tire slide upside down, but second of all, watch this. What? Like what? He literally does the capsule twice and then does that. Like, he does a table in the up. He basically does a flip table, open loop table inside of a capsule. It makes no sense. Yo, Kurt Schmidt, you will be what? You'll be enjoying the mid-50s this week in Colorado? Oh, I see. Russell Jennings responding. Any Midwest guys taking advantage of the weather break and riding outside? Yeah, I rode outside the other day and it was glorious. And also, thanks for tuning in, Kurt. Yeah, Corey Walsh is just incredible. He's doing things that nobody else is doing and controlling a bike in ways that nobody else is doing, and just pushing that segment and his segment of BMX further and further along with all of these guys. This one is 21.5 minutes, and it's just exactly what you know from Fast and Loose. You know and love what goes on in these videos, so I don't have to say a lot. Upside down pocket air table. I don't think it's a pocket air because he's not traveling like up, like he's not airing from this side to this side. He's airing from upside down to landing still almost upside down and doing a table in the middle. I don't know what you'd call it. If anybody has a definitive answer, it's just like a capsule open loop table thingy. I don't know. It's the Corey Walsh, call it that. But if 21 and a half minutes isn't enough for you, there is an even longer video yet. The S&M Bikes Colorado vacation video is 45 minutes long. Holy heck. I'm not going to lie, I did not get a chance to watch this. But a 540 to disaster, I don't know who this is yet, but whoever it is freaking killing. REA's in there. I saw Hoder, Clint Reynolds. I'm sure I think that was Cole Volker. Chris Muller's in there. This just looks like it's an awesome video. If any of you have watched this or do watch this, let me know. I am curious how good it is. I haven't had a chance to watch it. And I will say, though, so I got a preview of something. I don't want to say what, but there will be a live stream podcast thing coming soon. And it has to do with S&M. We'll say that. Next, product-related things. And speaking of Fast and Loose, we have the Fast and Loose line from Vans. So there's socks, there's a slip-on shoe, and there's a BMX 114 shoe, as well as shirt, vest, and it looks like there's a couple different t-shirts, off-the-wall tee, and kids tee. There you go. Table Walsh. He washed the table. Corey Walshed the table. Anyways, link to that stuff in the description. Next up, the interview things from this week. We've got quick questions with Charlotte Worthington from The Bloom. What's your BMX origin story? Language, top 3 parks, top 3 songs that get you pumped, people who inspire you, trend in BMX you want to stop seeing, how do you spend your days off from riding, favorite person to ride with, shoes to ride in, most inspirational quote, best advice given, biggest fear, proudest accomplishment, gold medal at the Olympics, duh. 3 guilty pleasures, worst habit, and if you could hire someone to help you, well, what would it be for? And your top 3 future goals. This is a good one. Check it out if you're interested, and it's nice to have things consistently from The Bloom to do with, the lady shredder side of BMX to talk about. Next up, we've got a Profile Racing Terry Adams 2023 bike check. If you want to know what Terry Adams is up to with his bike, this is the video. It's not a video. Link to click in the description. Then we've got a video bike check with Nathan Williams, which actually has a few different prototype parts that he talks about, including the forks, handlebars, and rear hub, which I am going to guess now is a Planetary Cinema free coaster, because he says it's a free coaster that disengages as soon as you land backwards, but has instant engagement as you're moving forward. Hence, Planetary, but we have to wait and find out. Then we've got a bike check from Fit with Shane Hallahan talking about his signature frame called the Squib. So Shane Hallahan, is he the youngest BMX rider to get a signature frame, like a standalone signature frame? It's a 19.5 top tube. It's got chainstay brakes on it. It's got a trail geometry setup to it. Clearly, Shane rides a lot of trails, so it makes sense. And this was a very well put together video from Stu Johnson. It's pretty cool. I'm stoked about this and happy for Shane. Definitely happy to see him getting even more love in BMX. I remember when he was just barely big enough to be riding a bike with his brothers, Nate and Lucas. And now he's doing nothings, has his own signature frame and killing it. Next up, we've got the bike check, another video bike check from Source this time with Van Homan and Kairi Yamada. This is a really, really, really cool bike check. Not only because this kid is 12, but also because he's Japanese, speaks Japanese, and the bike check is, for the most part, other than Van talking, in Japanese. That's why there's these subtitles here. He's talking about the parts on his bike and giving, the degree offset. He likes the fork because the sticker's cool. But he talks about the grips, He likes the bars because it makes it easier to lift up the front end. So there is like some personality and some traits about his bike that makes him like it, and he talks about that. But it's cool because he's doing it in his native language with these subtitles, talking with Van Homan, and I don't know, something about it I just thought was awesome. Then we've got a couple different interview things. I did one with Shad Johnson of Snakebite BMX, Goods BMX, the creator of Blueprint, a legendary BMX video from Portland, Oregon. And this was such a good conversation. Almost 2.5 hours, and Shad is just, what is the word? Somebody said Shad is a repository of BMX knowledge. Is that comment in here? Yep, right there. Brian Shaw. Shad is a repository of BMX knowledge. Thank you for saying well done. It was awesome to talk to him and learn about all the things that he's into, some of the stuff that he's done. Heard some stories about how he got kicked out of X Games. That was a funny one. The story of Blueprint and so much more. It is a great, great conversation. I hope that you enjoy listening to it. Then we've got Canode Knows with Edwin De La Rosa. So you go from Shad Johnson to Edwin De La Rosa, two legends in BMX, and Bobby Canode does a great job talking with these people and having the conversation flow and delving into certain topics that get brought up and then going towards others and keeping everything going nicely with no dead spots or boringness or any kind of like, I'm just listening to you give an answer so that I can ask my next question. Fantastic job. And I think just about anybody would enjoy listening to this one, and it's Edwin. That's all I gotta say. On that note, though, that's the last thing we have to talk about this week in BMX news. I hope you enjoyed this one. Sorry it was a little bit late, but gotta do what you gotta do. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for a video. Hopefully you enjoyed this one enough that if you're new here or you haven't yet, you'll hit the subscribe button down below and give me some sort of comment about something that I talked about in this week's BMX